Now for the HTML part, I have already created the files inside my Visual Studio Code software, and also I have launched this application into my web browser, which is a Chrome web browser, and I name my project as time and date widget application. So now here I will be linking the CSS file by using the link tag. So here I need to provide the style.css, and after that we need to provide here a script tag in which we need to mention the source of the script.js file. Now I have linked all of these files inside my index.html, and all of these three files are placed in the same directory, which is these 10 cool projects in JS. After that we need to first create the container, because in everything like we place in a division and we name the division a class name which is mostly a container. Now here we will be adding a division. Now I am opening our version of the application that we are going to build in this entire module. Actually I press the Ctrl S, that is why that window is actually pop up, which is a dialog box for the save. So here I will be creating the container. So now I have created the container. Inside of that I need to place some elements. Now first I will be adding some elements with some static values, because we also want to define the CSS. Like these all the values I'm going to hard code it. Then after that, once we're done with the CSS part, then we will be remove it, and then we will be using the JavaScript to dynamically display these particular values. Now coming back to the index.html, so here we will be adding the another class which is clock container, and then I'm pressing the tab key inside of this particular clock container. So here I have named it wrong, it is like clock container, and inside of that I will be using the span element. Now inside the span element, actually it is a single span element. Now this particular span element will be used for the hours, so I'm going to here give the class as hours. Okay, and then here I will be adding a 23 just and also a colon. Then I'm going to duplicate into two more time. This one is for the minutes, so I'm going to give here minutes. So I'm going to give the minutes like 45, and then this one is for the seconds, and then it is going to have like 0.5 seconds. So this is what we did with the clock container. Now after the end of the clock container, I need to place the another element which is for the date container to display the date, like the current date, day, and also the name of the month. So for that we need to create here another division tag. Inside of that division tag we need to provide the class, and then inside of that we need to use the class name which is date container. Alright, so we have done with this date container. So all of the HTML elements is placed. Now inside of that I will be also adding here a Sunday, just to actually give some basic information so that we can add the style. Now you can see everything is now visible to the web browser. So that marks the completion of the code for the HTML part for the time and date widget application. So our next step is to start with the CSS part, and then after that we will write the JavaScript so that we can work with the date object of the JavaScript.